I'm Sean, and this is my friend Melanie. Today we are presenting cholera.
So the name of the pathogen is Vibrio cholera. It's a type of bacteria, and it's a prokaryotic cell. It survives in brackish water, and the disease it causes is cholera.
Now, as we know, structure of Vibrio cholera is a prokaryotic cell, which means it does not have a nucleus. It has a nucleoid region. For Vibrio cholera, it has a flagellum, cell wall, and a capsule, plasmid as well. The shape of Vibrio cholera is a column-like shape. This allows it to move in liquid much easily. Now, life cycle of Vibrio cholera. Once ingesting contaminated food or water, the pathogen then travels down into the small intestine, where it then attaches itself to the lining of the small intestine. It then releases a toxin. It's called cholera toxin. This toxin causes the cells to secrete chloride ions into the small intestine. A lot of chloride ions get into small intestine, causing lower water potential, which then causes water from cells to move into the small intestine. This is the process of osmosis. Then it causes watery diarrhea where pathogens, chloride ions, and chloride ions, and water to come out as watery diarrhea.
So when you get cholera, you will get some symptoms like watery diarrhea, vomiting, severe dehydration, and muscle cramps. For watery diarrhea, you will notice that it's like a rice water-like, as you can see at video 4. It's a bit disgusting, sorry. And you will get like vomiting, but it's in the early stages. And you will get severe dehydration. It will lead to weakness and sunken eyes, dry mouth, and like poor skin elasticity. And you'll get muscle cramps due to loss of electrolytes and ions. So there's two types of diagnosis. Type 1 is stool sample diagnosis, and another one is rapid diagnostic method. So type 1 is where you isolate the organism and you examine the organism under a microscope, and type 2 is where you use a dipstick. But it's not accurate, so confirmation is needed. So you can see from figure 6 is where it's viewed under a microscope, and figure 7 is where it's like a dipstick. For transmission and spread for cholera, it's from contaminated food and water. If the food and water is not handled well and the hygiene is poor, it will transmit easier. And person-to-person contact is rare, but it doesn't happen often. When you get cholera, the duration is around 12 hours to 5 days, and the symptoms last only a few days. But in severe cases, you will get rapid fluid loss and you will be leading to death. For mortality rate, without treatment, mortality rate will be 30%, but with the correct treatment in the correct timing, it will be below 1%. This is a figure about mortality rate from 1990 to 2019.
Alright, let's move on to historical context. Vibrio cholera was once known as Asiatic cholera. The first case documented was in 1923 in India, and the total pandemic outbreak is 7 total. The most well-known pandemic outbreak is El Nino in 1997 to 1998. This is the cases of Vibrio cholera recorded in history. Now, this man right here is John Snow. Many people know him in IGCSE. Basically, he's a British physician which investigated cholera cases in Britain. What he found was that because of one water pump, the whole water source was contaminated with Vibrio cholera, which caused many outbreaks in Britain. Fortunately, he was able to convince the authorities, and they were able to change the water pump. Everything was fine later on. Treatment of Vibrio cholera is antibiotic, oral rehydration therapy, and chemoprophylaxis. As you can see, This is a patient who is being treated right now. Thank you very much. This is our reference list.
Okay, thank you very much. So that was 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, so now we go to the Q&A. So who do I